This is test number 8 study guide. This is part 2 from the study guide. We're starting at question number 13. You look at questions 13 through 15, they all go together. These are the facts that come from it. You have a 6.5 inch cover when you're talking about the magazine it's talking about, or the sports media guide. A half an inch between the two pictures they want you to put. The left and the right margins are both 3/4 of an inch. And you want to put two pictures and you want to find out how wide the two pictures are. For number 13, it asks you to go ahead and draw. It asks you to go ahead and make a diagram of the cover. So you don't have to be an artist for it, everybody. Just a diagram of the cover. Might look something like that. You know that you want to put two pictures on it. Again, you don't have to be an artist. Just show something to represent what's going on. Tells you about the two margins, the left and the right margin. They're both the same distance, the left and the right, and they're both 3/4 of an inch. So that's 3/4, and this is 3/4. It tells you that the distance between the two pictures is 1/2 an inch. And it tells you that the entire media cover is 6.5 inches. Then it wants you to find out how much or how wide each of the two pictures can be. So it doesn't give you the value of the two pictures. So you need something to represent something you don't know. So they're both X. So that's what your diagram should look like, everybody, or something similar. 3/4 for both of the margins, a 1/2 inch for the space between, and then each of the unknown values is X. The next one, number 14, tells you to write an equation to model it. The easiest way to write an equation is to do a verbal model first. The verbal model, and I'll use abbreviations, but you can go back and listen to what I'm saying about each one. The first one, the left margin plus the right margin. Those are the first couple things they gave you. Plus the middle plus 2 times the pictures, or the value of each pic, is equal to the total width, or the width of the entire magazine. So that's our verbal model. So we'll go ahead and plug in the values that we have for each of those things. The left margin is 3/4, plus the right margin is 3/4, plus the middle between the two pictures is 1/2, plus 2 times each pic we don't know, we gave it the value X, equals the total, which they gave us 6.5 inches. So there's your new equation. 3/4 plus 3/4 plus 1/2 plus 2x equals 6.5. So we're going to take that equation for number 15. We'll take that equation and we'll solve it. It asks you to go ahead and solve the equation. You notice on the next page it tells you to solve the equation. Somebody thought that was a typo because they were wondering where the equation was. What we'll do is we'll get our fractions into things that we can actually put together. Notice the bottoms of the three fractions are 4, 4, and 2. You need a common denominator for them. They all go into 4, so that helps with a lot of the work we got to do. We only have to do one thing. 3/4 stays the same. The next 3/4 stays the same. In order to make 2 become 4, you have to multiply it by 2. So you got to multiply the top of the fraction by 2 as well. So 1 times 2 is 2. Plus 2 times x is 2x, equals, we'll leave this as a mixed number for right now, 6.5. We can put our like terms together, or we can put our fractions together, especially now since they have the same denominator. Their denominator is the same, so we'll keep it the same, 4, and then we'll add 3 plus 3 and get 6, and then add 2 more to it and get 8. So now we have 8 over 4 plus 2x equals 6.5. 8 over 4 is the same thing as 8 divided by 4, and 8 divided by 4 is 2 plus 2x equals 6.5. So that's the same thing as positive 2 or plus 2. Subtract 2 on that side and it'll cancel. If you subtract 2 there, you need to subtract 2 on the right side. What you're left with on the left is 2x equals 6.5 minus 2. It's going to be 4.5. 6.5 minus 2 is 4.5. At this point, you have 2 times x, or multiplying by 2, so divide by 2 and it'll cancel out. Divide the right side by 2, and since we're using calculators anyways, 4.5 divided by 2 is going to give you x's value. I'll run it down just a little bit more. X's value equals 2.25, or x's value is 2 1/4 of an inch. So both of those answers would be acceptable. 2.25 or 2 1/4.